mountains, knowing we're gonna face a steeper slope. We all just doing our best. If that's not faith, what you call that? That's not a church at all. Just a building with a steeple on it. This thing lives inside me. It's a feeling that won't die. Many ways they've tried to kill it. It's only grown more alive. And if I die before I wake, I'd only pray I feed the fire. So that somewhere along the way I left something bigger than my time. It's that hour hand unwinds. I just get lost in my music. Ain't nothing changed but tempo and the progressions we're using. So just back up or get on it. Either way we're taking off. It's major time to ground control. Go on and press the fucking button. Let's get out of here. We gotta try this powder keg. I'm about to light it. That fuse only goes so far. You believe it's something, stand beside it. I ain't talking about it, I'm acting on it. You all caught up on ceremony. We all out here uniting people. Y'all all about to get dethroned.
We are here at the Crow's Nest with the Wheeler Boys and some other folks recording a song all in one day.
Put it in the air, rolling up the kush, put it in the air.
Let's do intro, first verse, and first chorus, and just see it, because they'll be able to feel the format after that. Okay. First 8 bars.
Yeah, because I think you pretty much got it.
With, yeah.
Okay.
So this is
taken a bunch of time, but we've come up with a bunch of really good music, and what we're trying to do is put a bunch of people together that might not particularly, you might not think that they should be together, but
shut the fuck up. Take a little protein shake or something.
Right here is amazing.
Look at
everybody's talented in their own realms, and we're just trying to make good music, really.
We make hip hop music, but we're signed to a country label, so you get weird pairings in here. And but we're putting a bunch of guys at a time in rooms, most of the time with people they've never actually worked with before, don't really know that well, and just seeing what comes out of it. So it's kind of a great big experiment.
Yeah, we're here at the Crow's Nest, Zach Brown's Southern Ground Atlanta studio with the Wheeler Boys. They were kind enough to let us come out and cause a little trouble with them, but they wanted to do this crazy idea with crazy people, and we thought we were just the right cut of the cloth. So.
Yeah, obviously we can do this, and we can do this well, and everybody and their cousin has like an 808 track with some bloops and bleeps, but what is the next step past that? And I think Atlanta will absolutely, Atlanta will absolutely show that.
And there's a ton of different stuff coming out of Atlanta between, the country music and the blues music. There's a whole bunch of different sounds, It's cool to be here, that we get to, dabble with all these local artists that do different stuff, but it's all a lot of the same influences, especially if you're talking about these younger artists. They all grew up on the same stuff we grew up on, just because they're making blues and jazz and all different kinds of music, that they still grew up on that same, the 666, and everybody still loves Outkast, and it's a lot of common influences there. It's just awesome to get to do in this city.
I've been to New York and I've been to Los Angeles, and living stints in both places, and you come back to the South, there's a movement that it can go any which way possible. Any other place you may have a movement that there's one thing happening, like club music or whatever it is. But Atlanta, it's so diverse. It has, country, obviously, and hip hop are two really big ones.
It's definitely a great hip hop scene here in Atlanta, in the South. I've always been in like the blues scene growing up. That was the style that I was playing in. And between those two, which is basically what we were doing here today, it's like a good mix, something fresh, something new.
The Southern Ground thing to me is just really, it emphasizes on, you don't have to be this, or this. It's all about like kind of natural playing and natural progression in writing songs, and to be asked on this project is really cool.
Yeah, I'm here to make music, and it's great doing it in this environment with so many other people, with no pretense, no deadline. You just come to this great place and make friends and make music and get to be as creative as you can be in kind of a controlled environment. It's cool.
Atlanta is known for, in my opinion, for coming up with great grooves, great rhythms, and great styles. If you come to Atlanta, you're definitely gonna hear, great contemporary jazz, funk, R&B, hip hop. When it comes to just great jamming, we got it down here.
Still just as broke for the ones that's in Somalia, Haiti, and Gaza, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. There's so much trouble in the world. We've been making music a long time, but we've never actually been able to work with our little sister, Catherine, who's in high school. She is in state band, clarinet. She's in marching band. She's very talented, but we've just never had a way to work with her. So
there's as many talented, if not more, blues, country, rock, pop, soul singers in Atlanta as there are hip hop artists. They're just in different places that you wouldn't really know about unless you actually were a part of that network and that community.
Today we came in with a blank slate and said we're going to come out with something by the end of the day.
Today we've been working on a cool Southern style, live music, live grooves. Everything is cool today. Very organic type of atmosphere today, and I'm just taking it easy today, man. What's good with you?
We're gonna do a song today. We're gonna see what happens. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen.
I don't think people really understand the whole process of writing music as a whole and how much goes into it. And we're really hoping that people kind of get a glimpse into that world and a glimpse into our world.
I mean, it's hard to complete a song in 24 hours.
Yep. It's bongo time.
But you would change your guitar riff, it would be like less complicated, something more staccato, like dun, 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 you know what I mean?
And maybe go minor with it too.
Yeah.
Minor. That's what we should do, man. Go minor.
Yeah,
it's like
if it's just less full, and then we could drop like a rap beat into it.
First.
Running from the devil with money in my hand.
Notice change like bam, give them no mercy. Pull up in that chocolate thing like go Hershey. Bang, bang, killing these niggas like where the hearse be. I'm paying for the casket long as they reimburse me. I'm thirsty, hungry too, I gotta eat. Win by any means, that means you have to cheat to beat me or defeat me.
And Troy from Seven Hamel Circus been up here. Troy was playing stand-up bass. Sean's on guitar and vocals. We got most of a track laid down already. The rappers are doing what rappers do, going to buy like every pizza they can find down the street. And when they get back, we'll switch over and go ahead and lay down the basis of the track with what we've got. They'll start writing, and that's pretty much where we're at for right now.
Cool. With the part where it say residuals, that shit sound a little sloppy.
Oh, it's just in one of the stacks probably, right?
Yeah.
I can nudge that up.
Yeah. It's just in one of the stacks. I think the rest of it sound good.
Yeah, man.
It sounds real good.
Yeah, it should sound tight.
Yeah, everyone's feeling it in here, dude.
All right, cool. I'm good then.
Let me talk! Okay, for sure. Even the strongest person, the biggest man, everybody dies, my friends. So even the lion lays down. Oh, lion!
Yeah, we're in Georgia.
We're in fucking Georgia. Georgia, man!
Curtain comes down, marching chain gang like, whoop.
You're on 9, the last one's on 6.
For a real long time, it's been just, what comes of Atlanta radio is kind of dictating the trends of the rest of the radio stations in the country.
I don't want to hear the radio, and people like to say niggas is stuck in the past, or these rappers stuck in the past when you talk about old time rappers like Scarface, Tupac, Biggie. When you talk about them niggas, but at the same time, that's where the motherfucking shit was at. That's when it was still good. You got people like Master P, and I salute him as a businessman, but P was one of our worst rappers. But that nigga sound like a lyrical genius now compared to these garbage ass niggas that's out here.
Both of them, Sean and G, man, they both great lyricists. You know what I'm saying? They got a great vision, and we need that when you trying to think about old hip hop and how it used to be. So if you want to go back to the whole culture of it, back in the Outkast days, Public Enemy days, everybody was focused on the words and talking about the surroundings and things they're into. And that's what I love about them. They keep everything, their southern roots is what they raised on, and they trying to keep it like that. And I like the fact that they keep it grounded instead of trying to follow what's happening out in the world and doing that. They staying right where they need to be.
Me and my brother rapping, it is kind of just a further expression of our natural lives. We ended up just rapping just because we were together all the time in our social setting, and it reflects in our music, and it really helps too, because I mean, who else is gonna have your back more than your blood? So let's slide through here real quick. Skimmer.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, once you've been oversaturated with the same old switches and these hoes and all that shit, it's like, nigga, really? And I feel like this too on the real aspect. I been getting pussy. We been fucking hoes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been getting money. Nigga, we really went and bought Nordstrom's. We go shop at Saks. So why do I want to hear you talk about that shit for 15 songs? And then you ain't even clever with the shit.
And I just hope somebody listen while I'm sitting in my hideaway. Fingers crossed, wishes. Listen. I think about it every night and day. I'm sick of work, it ain't no time to play. That's why my music is my hideaway. I press play, now watch me glide away.
We get to do this blend and get to be creative, you know, and just in this situation that is, there's a lot of stuff that does this kind of fusion and this other, you know, try to be country rap or blues rap, and it's real gimmicky, real, you know, kind of for some marketing. So I enjoy just doing something that's authentic, something that I really like, you know, something that I'd want to listen to.
I'm just amigo with a country twang. Red clay on my shoes, cause that's where I hang. Come get away with me and maybe you will understand why music is my hideaway and my holiday.
I like the way that I was moving with that, and then it seems like, and you know better than we do, it seems like you could do that and then with something over top of that too.
Right,
know,
yeah.
higher.
Hey, what mic am I on, homie? Where you at?
Shed in my skin.
So we gonna
I'm gonna
first.
let you do yours first, and I'll put one on top of yours. So you do yours just like you gonna do it.
Tell me why I creeping out this dark hole, shedding my skin, built from within, releasing my soul.
I really hope that Atlanta start like really wanting to like work with each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in Atlanta, and I'm in Atlanta too, but a lot of people that consider themselves artists in Atlanta, they only like fuck with they clique. You know what I'm saying? They're not willing to venture out and like help another person or like put somebody on their song if they ain't getting paid. And that ain't necessarily always the best way to go.
We got a drummer coming later, but instead of miking up his whole drum kit, we're gonna like use a bass drum, use this thing, a 5-gallon bucket, and probably that grill that's out there. Roll it in, mic it up.
I heard a guy today play drums today. It was awesome. He actually used a bucket to play on drums. That's my first time seeing it, hearing it recorded through some vintage preamps. That's Atlanta. It's like, okay, what are we gonna do tomorrow? We're gonna actually take some hi-hats and play hi-hats on a bicycle with you know, with on the spokes. We do that. We do that type of stuff. I think it's cool that we have that type of camaraderie, chemistry here in Atlanta.
But Atlanta, my point of view from like where I'm standing, just seems like it's so rap music and rap culture that it's almost like the bubble has to burst at some point.
I definitely would say the scene's growing. And I'd say it's hot.
Are you good where I am or whatever?
Whenever you're ready.
Whether it's making beats or whether it's doing the tracking, you know, it's whatever needs to get done, you know, just getting the best music we can get out of this, you know, especially in this situation where you got so many different people that it's really just about capturing the sound, you know. Sometimes I don't even need to be doing much than running the boards and kind of just keeping things on track, you know. 'Cause everyone's real good at what they do, so I don't have to be doing too much all the time, you know.
Dude, so that's why we don't fuck with y'all no more. Catch up, slow pokes, we getting up. Pogo, my weed good, my money good, my bed is full of hoes, bro. Getting in everywhere, ain't nowhere I don't go. Out west, up north, A-Town, I hold it down. If you need me, you can find me. I'll be on my side of town, smoking good, out the pound. Finna drink another brew. West Green, crank another beat. Them Wheeler boys is coming through.
I like that second eight, how you fucking...
Yeah, so you forgot about that a little bit.
Damn, you put me on the spot with that shit.
It's a little out of tune. Oh, great. Even better.
Yeah, where he was going, where he's doing the kick.
Yeah. That pattern is dope because so you can sit on it if it's easier, or I can get you the thing to wear it. You probably don't really want to be wearing that fucking thing around in here. I was just sitting on it, banging on it.
It was the first time for everything.
That's true.
Anything else, I would still be making music. You know, the music may or may not be different if I, had more or less money. I don't know, but I would still be doing music in some capacity. I might be playing a French horn, or I might be playing bass guitar in a metal band, but I would be doing something like either way, just because it's just a lot of fun, and it's more than a hobby. It's just something you can never stop getting better at. You can always learn, and I like things like that. Like, you're never just done. Like, it's not like you ever finish the puzzle. It's just you just learn to do more and better, and I like people that are into doing that. I feel like most musicians are generally into self-betterment. Like, they just always are trying to do something better than before, and that feeds into the rest of your life.
And that's what this project is for us. It's growth. It's introducing people to other people they don't know. It's introducing people to kind of music they may not be familiar with, and hoping they like it.
I think I got a bad cord out here. I may need headphones.
I was originally from Jackson, Mississippi.
And how long have you been in this scene right here in Atlanta?
Well, I've been in Atlanta since '94.
So since you were a boy?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
28. It's my birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
My birthday's on the 11th, so we're both... Are you a Taurus?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
dude. And, where were we?
Now have country plumbing, which needs such special care. There are no massive sewers like in the city fair. Use sparingly the tissue, and Kleenex keep away. You'll be a welcome guest here, if you will just please obey.
So I moved here in '94. I didn't start playing music till I graduated high school in '03. And my brothers had a band and they had gigs, and I'm like, well, I don't want to, go work at fucking McDonald's.
It's like a soul cleansing thing. It's damn near a religion. It's like you know that it's a positive thing that you can put your time into, and it will yield positive results. And so there's no point in not doing it. It's like yoga for people, or meditating. It's just right there.
But yeah, I'm just gonna play till I can't play anymore.
I don't really have a day job. I just play music mostly.
We're definitely gonna keep on making music. I don't see any scenario where I'm not making music,
We're exhausted, and it's taken a bunch of time, but we've come up with a bunch of really good music.
We always pursued music throughout our careers. It was just something we did in the evenings, and like my memories are going to get on the MARTA bus right after working all day and going straight to the studio with Wes and doing a song, and then getting back on the bus, going home, getting up, going to work the next day. And we got lucky enough to get a record deal. Most people aren't that lucky. But, on the other hand, you're a fool if you put all your eggs in this music basket. Instead, especially in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta, some white kid who says, I'm not going to pursue a career because I'm going to get a rap deal, well, that's an idiot, I mean, any kid, but much less a couple white guys, let's be honest.
So we're just going to do it, and it'll probably be playing right now as the DVD plays. It'll be just coming in, and now it's going to get louder.
I don't have work, if I need more work, I'm on that road, so I'm leaving.
I'll be right back if I don't come back home. Tell my mother I'm okay. Tell my papa.
We're just really excited to see what people think from here. It's just letting people hear the music and getting it out to as many folks as possible. And hope y'all like it. Hope y'all enjoy it.
I got my toothbrush, socks, and drawers. A little money and my fingers crossed. A little gas in the tank and a whole lot of anticipation and lots of balls. As a young child, I would toss coins and wishing wells, money lost. On a hope and a dream and a whole lot of green and a little bit of alcohol. Jumped back up every time, like a jack in a box unwind. Did not mean I'm back to the grind. Tell my folks I said goodbye. This ain't how I picture things. I thought by now I'd have made more progress. I'm worried about bills and things, and everybody's talking about shiny objects. No more half